Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. And the Commodores will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. There's a crease. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The option, he'll keep it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's Alexander. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Right back to the well. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Complete out of the backfield. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. He wants to take the top off. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Jackson will throw. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Motion from the wide receiver. With the catch, it's Spence. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Pulls and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's going to galvanize them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Thomas. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll run the screen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Jackson will throw. Hauls it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit.
Maybe some room here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Platt. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill?
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on fourth and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. The official says no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Well, you can't block a kick without being aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. The roughing the kicker penalty looks costly. Offense in great field position. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Connor. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Inside the 45. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Vanderbilt takes his third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Kentucky with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Nashville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Commodores head coach at halftime. They want to get their running back going. As you know, he is squarely in that Heisman conversation at this point in the season. He's been so productive every game, but not yet today. He's getting touches. They're giving him opportunities. He's just got to try to get a better start at the line of scrimmage and hit a home run here for voters. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Makes the grab. It's Alexander. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Arkansas! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Keep it on the ground. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
That's a huge safety for the defense. I have no idea what the running back was thinking there. You've got to have way better awareness and understand where you are in the field. You cannot run backwards and get tackled in the end zone for a safety.
The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Smashes ahead. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the red zone, it's Smith. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was done good the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but
he's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That pass is incomplete.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling real.
Makes a grab and room to run. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Run in the red zone, it's Smith, and they get him down.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game,
Looking for a big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Spence. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Right on the money. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Did the work himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. In the red area, it's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Under fire. Oh, it's a fumble. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football. A turnover on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Back to throw, it's Hill. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff
Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Balls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helped out this offense a few extra yards in field position. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Rides to the back. And they'll knock him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. They'll run play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Booster!
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Hansen. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Sooners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the gun. The running back has it. Brought down, but not before. He bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown Sooners. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here's a heat. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Here's Mensa to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. At the 35, he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Mateer. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Extending the play. He's going to... turning it on! Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Mensa throws to the back. That's caught. It's Brown. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Second down, he'll throw it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Pulls it in. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Number 29, set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Mensah. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Freeze! Return!
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Sweet, go!
Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
Flags. Here we go. Ready. Flag.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this pass.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Quarterback floating away from pressure. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Lets it fly deep downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The run inside. It's Robinson. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think.
There he goes. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Mensah to throw. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first himself. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The quick out. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Ready, ready.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. He had 3 or 4 more yards to go, and it'll be a turnover on down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Mensah, pressure coming. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense.
Maybe a crease. Got enough space. Touchdown Sooners. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Here.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing, Mensah. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. Deep ball and not giving up anything big.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Batir. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Bring it out. It's Lyle. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. That's reeled in. It's Lofton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing.
Caught, and he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. QB draw. Got enough for the first. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a...
Looking for a huge play. Upstairs, he's got it. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's Mensah to throw. The short hands, it's Jacobs. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Lofton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
One more play to pad the stats. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Mensah. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.
360 hot.